Welcome to Storytime. It is my utmost pleasure to present unto you a tale of a monster and adventurers true. When sword clashed with shield and magic roamed wide, brave heroes in the Primal of Earth did collide. The Primals were beings with incredible power. From belief came their strength, and before them all cowered. Eorzea's beast tribes would beg for their aid. To the waves and the winds and the fire they all prayed. And when Aether and Faith had all gathered in force, the Primal burst through the tribe's will to enforce. Now the beasts had their champions, their mission was clear, to throw into chaos what the enlightened held dear. In Limsa Laminsa were lily-white spires, immersed in the sea with all that it inspires. The kobolds did hate them and worshipped at the ground. In service of hatred their champion they found. Their primal was Titan, and all peoples heard, when the wrath of the Lord of the Crags was incurred. His strength was unmatched, his defense had no faults. Were there none who could stand now against his assault? 8 there arose who would take up the fight, to defeat the dread Titan and take back the light. An axe and a sword, 2 books and a stave, a claw and a spear and a bow for the brave. Together they gathered and set off with haste. They spurred their mounts on, there was no time to waste. The bards strummed them songs of a victory sure. Where strength Titan held they could surely endure. Across the plains of Lanasha they came to that place, to the land of the kobolds, that grim wily race. They found there a crystal that took them below, down to the earth's navel where none would deign go. They stood on a pedestal, orange stone glowing, ringed by crags, liquid fire was flowing. They steeled themselves as the Primal awoke, as he burst from the stone, his great anger provoked. The heroes were brave, every day they had battled, but even they now found their courage was rattled. Lord Titan was massive, a sight to behold. His body was cragged, his expression was bold. The warrior's axe was the first one to swing, her heart filled with courage, her weapon did sing. The rest of the party was awed by the sight, they rallied around her and ready to fight. The paladin beat on her shield with her blade, attracting the Primal as their gambit was played, to keep his attention while the others prepared, to ready a trap so he would be ensnared. But the Lord of the Crags is not easily felled, the spear and the claw hit their marks as he yelled. From Summoner's Book came decay and strong gales, as the healers used magic to cure all that ails. The bard stood far off, and with sharp eyes he scanned, but their foe struck before he could yell the command. His foot hit the stone and sent shockwaves throughout. The team only had seconds to find a safe route. They thought they'd all made it, but one was too slow, and off the edge of the pillar did the summoner go. The party, now 7, had no time to dwell. They had to move quickly or they'd fall as well. Titan leapt high, there was no time to yield. The Scarlet was chanting to bring up her shield. The heroes did gather to weather the hit, but the paladin tripped and her life she did quit. The pillar did shake and the sides fell away. As Titan attacked the team could not delay. He roared now with anger and simmered with rage, as a prisoner rocks trapped the monk and white mage. The team did assault them to free their dear friends, but the gallows proved hardy and they did defend. The monk soon was shattered, with haste the team moved, but the other exploded, the white mage removed. Titan's foot smashed the ground, sent the warriors back. They held on for dear life as again he attacked. A new challenge emerged as crags came from the ground. They were pulsing with light and with terrible sound. They began to explode, the team huddled to pray, but the monk did not make it and his life burned away. Titan jumped up once more and came down with a smash, and the pedestal's sides fell away with a crash. On an arena twice shrunken the heroes now stood. Half their number had fallen, it did not look good. But they rallied together as Titan prepared. For his final assault his fangs were now bared. The warrior cried out, they just might have a chance. Titan's heart was protruding, the dragoon gripped her lance, and dove into the air, even Titan was shocked. But the Primal was ready, and off she got knocked. Titan's assault did grow ever more dire, and the platform erupted in jagged rock spires. With axe and with arrow the remnants held out, but the axe took a tumble with a crash and a shout. Only 2 now were left, just a book and a bow. They tried not to think of their allies below. With speed and with skill Titan they could defeat, or they thought before Scarlet was crushed by his feet. The last bastion of hope the bard now stood alone, just a man in a quiver and the great Lord of Stone. Though he could make a stand, though he could take the lead, who then would sing songs of the party's great deeds? A strategic retreat seemed the best choice of course. The bard would just have to push through his remorse. It pained him quite greatly to abandon the fight, but this was his duty, his ballad to write. But the thing he forgot in his hurry to leave was the platform they stood on that had been twice cleaved. It took Titan no effort to shake to its core, and the bard went a-flying to sing songs no more. The party reformed, their defeat hanging high. They paused to consider what challenge was nigh. Would they try once again to go conquer their foil? Nah, they decided. Let's just go run coil. Thanks for watching Storytime. If you'd like to see more, you can subscribe, or you can follow me on Twitter or Tumblr to get updates when new videos come out. See you soon!